Morning guys, Jason from Reptile Hub here, and we just got a quick short video this morning just for a bit of maintenance. Have a look through the racks, just make sure that everything is what it should be, any spot cleaning, fill up water, just general morning maintenance. We'll start off with my 70 litre rack. Uses the 70 litre really useful boxes, and in here we've got some royals, we've got king snake, and then once we finish that we'll move over to the vivs where we've got the boas, and yeah, we can just check out, see what's going on. Cool, so we'll start at the top. In this top one you can just see her just through there is our bumblebee royal python. She's adult. She laid 6 eggs last season, so we're just feeding her up just to get her ready for the next season. She's been off her food, but she's just back on it again now, so hopefully we can get her feeding well and get that weight up. So let's just open her up, see what's going on. All looks good. There she is. She's a really pretty girl. Like I say, she's I'd say she's slightly underweight at the moment, but that's because she's just getting her weight back on after the last breeding season where she laid 6 eggs, so we just need to get her back up to weight, and then hopefully we'll get her back in with a male and see what's going on. As you can see, we keep these boxes, I mean, I know people keep sometimes keep bulls in smaller boxes. I do prefer to give them a bit more room. We've got the room here to have these 70 litre boxes, which is pretty cool. Obviously you wouldn't put youngsters in here because they would just get lost and they'd get all freaked out and wouldn't want to feed or all that sort of stuff. We use beach chippings here, again easier to spot clean, and actually does help with a bit of humidity as well, because it does keep the humidity in. But water looks good here, there's nothing going on in here, so other than just giving it a quick spray in a minute just to get the morning humidity up, we're all good. So that's our bumblebee. Next one down. Ah, there we go, we've got a bit of maintenance action needed here. In here we've got a spider, again a female adult, but she is a bit smaller, so it's sort of just coming up to breeding age really, so we just want to get her weight up, and then we'll see. I think she might actually need to wait to the next season, to be honest with you, ready for breeding. So bit of maintenance to be done here, top up of water, so we'll come back to that. And then bottom one, we've got, this is my son's king snake, Mexican black king snake. You may have seen him on some of the other videos, and he's pretty cool. He loves it in here, this big tub, got plenty of room to zoom around. Yeah, apologies for the skull. That is my son's, and I have no say in what he does with his snake and how he wants to make it look, so, but it's pretty cool. It doesn't look like there's any maintenance stuff to do in here, other than maybe a top up of water, so we'll come back to that, which is pretty good. As you can see, we've got a few empty racks here, but we're about to go on holiday, and then when we come back then we're going to go on a bit of a spending mission to get some another female and then maybe a couple of males, particularly looking at firefly or bananas, so then we can start making some pretty cool combos. So just coming round into what else we've got going on. So here's Bella. You've probably seen Bella. Seen Bella before. She's a red-tail, North Brazilian red-tail boa. Now she's really cool. She's her brother is in the viv above, which we'll have a look at in a minute. They've literally both just shed, so we'll get them out later, and we'll do some camera work with them just to see if we can get them in the sunlight, because they look awesome. These fed a couple of days ago, so she does look like she's ready to eat some more as well. But if you know boas, then hey, boas are greedy and they will literally eat as much as they can fit in them. So if you are a boa owner, or you're thinking of being a boa owner, that's one thing to make sure. You do need to be quite strict on their feeding regimes, because they will get pretty chunky if you start power feeding them. So you know, these get fed about once every 3 weeks, and that's enough to keep them growing on but not doing anything too silly. We're looking at those. Yeah, we'll just give that a spray in a minute just to get their humid up, and then yeah, and then we'll maybe get them out later. So I'm just going to put the camera back on the tripod just while I can free both my hands up to do some of the work, and then we'll cut to some footage later on where we get these animals out and we can have a closer look at them. First off, let's do some water topping up. Ah, hello. You just a bit of a top up. If you've got racks like this, you don't want to fill in these water bowls all the way up to the top, because when you get them out, they do generally make a bit of a, they don't come out smooth, so it generally slops all over the place. So just a bit of extra water. There we go. Come back to the boas in a minute. And then next off, I generally use one of these water sprayers. I can just pump it up and then I can just zoom around all the different things and just do a quick spray. It saves, if you've got one of those just hand ones and you've got quite a few vivs or racks or tubs that you've got to spray, it can be pretty tedious, so which obviously we don't want. So just a quick spray. I generally spray just, I mean, these are royal, so they don't need huge amounts. Just a quick spray, and there we go. The king snake doesn't need any. We'll just spray this, and I'll come back and just spot clean where there's been a bit of poop action. That's pretty cool. Now this is a routine I do every morning, guys, so this is something you just have to get used to. So we're just going to cut over now to the boas, so be back in a moment. And here we go. So you do have to make sure with the boas, because they are foodie. I have tap trained these guys so they know. They generally are inquisitive when they start, when the viv starts to be open. So like, she's already on her way over. But just a quick spray or a tap with the hook, and suddenly they know it's not feeding time, it's either handling time or it's maintenance time. Now it's really interesting, the two boas, what you've got, they're very different to handle actually. Bob, who's the male, who was in the above, he's slightly smaller, and he's a lot more chilled when you get him out. Bella, she's not aggressive, but she generally is a bit of a wriggler. I'm just going to take the camera off the tripod and you just see it, because she's on the move actually, so which is pretty cool. She'll basically go in that hide now, I bet, because we've just said to her there's no food, Bella, so she's going to go and have a little look, or have a little snooze in her little hut, which is pretty good. Yeah, she's looking good. She shed about 2 days ago. She's looking bright and cool and lovely. I reckon these are about 5.5, 6 foot. They're starting to chunk up. I mean, I've kept them pretty lean. I didn't want to get them, because you know, boas and well, all snakes really, if you feed them a lot when they're young, they generally do chunk up. So I've kept these fairly keen in terms of food. Like I said, these are North Brazilian red-tailed boas, captive bred in the UK by a guy you may know, who's a boa expert, Ian Kerr. I picked them up from him directly, and I've had them since they were little babies, and they're pretty good. I love these guys to bits. Will I breed from them in a year or so's time? Possibly, we'll have to just see. So that's it, guys. Spot cleaning done, temperatures done, water's done, spraying done, normal little routine in the morning, and obviously that's something, if you've got snakes, you'll be used to as well. Yeah, I'll sign off on this video. Sorry, it's not exactly the most exciting video watching me do some maintenance around the snakes, but hey, why not, and just share some things of what I do. Hope it's cool. So guys, I'm going to leave it here. If you like the video, new to the channel, then please subscribe or like these. As we're trying to grow this channel, it'd be great to get some support so we can crack on and get some more stuff done. But for now, see you later.